I am dehydrated water, and unfortunately to those around me, I really like making YouTube videos. But that's not really something I like to bring up to strangers or people I've just met. I had to come up with an elaborate lie to cover up what I like to spend my free time on. Something to explain away all the camera equipment, high-end computer, and the green screen. Started telling people I was a freelance photographer. This is a lie I still tell people to this day. A lie so deep I've actually gotten multiple photography gigs. This tree I edited Goku into was for a 40-something-year-old woman with a drug problem. She gave me $40. Allow me to paint you a picture, you see, because up until fairly recently, I worked behind a grill as a line cook. A damn alright one, if I say so myself. One late Friday night, after I had my butt kicked on the line, I melted into the restaurant's bar area and got my 45% off discounted beverage, when this man placed his refined tuchus directly next to mine. I say refined, not because he had a well-sculpted ass. I say refined because he was wearing a nice gray dress pants and a half-decent makings of a suit. The semi-suited man strikes a conversation with me, seeing as I am dressed as one of the kitchen staffs of this fine establishment, inquiring about my love of the craft, how much do I enjoy burning meats and frying tater tots. I told him I have nigh a sense of yearning for the craft of cooking, for my heart truly belongs to the craft of filming YouTube videos. I mean, I really like photography. A lot. This man says, well, that's a shame. You see, I'm a proud Michelin Star chef for like 3 or so different restaurants or something like that. My memory of these events is a little foggy because this happened 9 or so months ago. A lot's happened since then, but bear with me. I love working on Michelin Star recipes for my Michelin Star meals to serve to my Michelin Star customers. Yada yada yada. One of the waitresses, let's call her Giancarlo Esposito. See, Giancarlo pulled me aside later and told me that this guy is a regular and loves to comment and talk of his achievements in the culinary landscape. I could already tell because, well, upon my first interaction with this man, he had already brought up his Michelin star several dozen times. It has only been 6 minutes. As he yammered and yammered his many medals of Michelin honor, a food reward given by a tire company, by the way, a thought crept into the back of my head. See, even in the 1.5 years I gave up the craft my heart truly yearned for, the ideas never stopped coming to my head. The ideas just wouldn't stop forming. But one in particular was knocking very aggressively in the back of my skull, just begging to be let out. So I turned to this Michelin star chef with one potentially award-winning question on the tip of my tongue. So, like, hypothetically, if hear me out, if I wanted to go outside and pick up a rock off the ground, could I, like, marinate that rock or cook it in something in a way that I could suckle the flavor off that rock and then spit it out? Is that possible? Can I make flavorful rocks? Naturally, he asked why the fuck I would want to do anything remotely like that. And knowing I couldn't bring up my secret career as a YouTuber who saw very small, moderate success drawing Pokemon for a year, I lied through my pearly white teeth. You see, I got this buddy of mine, yeah, he used to be that kid on the playground in the 3rd grade who would eat rocks. Weird dude. His birthday's coming up right around the corner. I wanted to get him a bunch of, like, genuine, authentic, real rocks from the ground, but actually, make the rocks taste good. Make the rocks from the ground ones that you could suckle the flavor off of, for his birthday. For a birthday boy. This Michelin star chef, and proud, sat and pondered this question. Looked up at the ceiling, scratched his chin, the whole shebang. No. No, you cannot do that. It wouldn't work. And that's where the story was supposed to end. The video idea was dropped into the recycling bin and I would continue about my life. Well, until I got a text from Giancarlo Esposito. That Michelin star motherfucker stole my rock flavoring idea. I mean, maybe those are something edible, shaped like rocks. Maybe those are rocks flavored to be suckled on. Regardless of whatever it is I'm looking at, this was posted on his Michelin Star Facebook page 4 days after our conversation. So I yanked the video idea out of the recycling bin and I vowed one day I will get my revenge by proving this Michelin Star menace wrong. Prove that you can give rocks flavor you can suckle out. So suckle I shall. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Cooking with Dehydrated Water. And today we're going to be proving that Michelin star chef that he doesn't know anything about rocks. I have currently in front of me a pot of boiling pebbles, or rocks if you will. That light is very bright. Whoa. Now, the main goal is to get these rocks coated in all kinds of flavors, so that way when I stick them in my mouth, they taste good. I've boiled the dirt and grime and grossness off of these rocks I pulled off of my gravel driveway, and I'm now going to flavor them somehow. This is a dumb idea. I've had some absurd YouTube video ideas, but this one takes the cake. I'm going to take a can of Dr. Pepper Cherry, and I'm going to crack it and put it inside this pot. Great. Phenomenal idea, Seb. Phenomenal idea. This is why, dude, you're going to be big as Markiplier one day. I'll tell you what. You don't see Markiplier trying to make rocks taste good, you know? That's not something in Markiplier's skill set, I don't think. I think that's just a you thing. So, while I have the Cherry Dr. Pepper rock cooking, this better tastes like Cherry Dr. Pepper when I put this in my mouth. I'm going to be mad. I'm gonna be so mad. That's so yummy. Let's prepare our next rock. Now, I do have an idea for this rock prior. I have shrimp ramen. The worst ramen flavor, hands down. We got flakes. I'm gonna make this ramen, probably toss it out because it's disgusting. It's the shrimp flavor. Can you blame me? I'm only gonna pick out the rock and eat it. Or not eat it. That's bad for your teeth. Don't eat rocks. Suckle on them. Suckle on them like the fruit that they were meant to be. Where's the instructions? These things used to be so simple. Alright, let's get a good look-see at that. That is a solid. That is not a liquid. That is not a powder. That is a firm, solid block of what I only can assume is shrimp. How's the Dr. Pepper looking? That's simmering. That's simmering and bubbling. Alright, let's reach over the Dr. Pepper rock and let's just take another one of our rocks. Bink that in there. I'm assuming that's the step in which I add a rock. It's not like I could Google this. Add room temperature water to inside fill line. Oh, okay. Oh, wait, that's way past the fill line. Oh, I fucked it up already. Oh, alright. And then this goes in the microwave for 2 minutes. I don't know if it's safe to put rocks in a microwave. Probably should have Googled that. It's fine. It hasn't exploded yet. And if it does, I'll blame it on the dog. Let's see, what else do I got? What can I defile these? Oh, I'm eyeballing the chicken noodle soup. Peanut butter? I'm gonna dip a rock in peanut butter. That's what I've decided. Horrible idea. Oddly penis-shaped hole in this peanut butter. More peanut butter. More peanut butter. Scoop it with your finger like a man. So this is going to be our peanut butter rock. I'm going to mush it in the peanut butter, and then I'm going to light a fire on the peanut butter. I'm running out of pots and pans. Put a little water, a dash of milk. So it's milk and water. Let's drop some cheese. This is going to be our, oh no, my microphone. Dr. Pepper rock. Melted peanut butter rock. And cheesy quesadilla, hot quesadilla rock. Let's stir around the molten peanut butter. Oh, this is gross. All right, we're gonna have to end the peanut butter one early. That's charring. I smell burning, and I think it's the peanut butter. Fuck! Who knew you're not supposed to cook peanut butter? Oh, the microwave's done. Shit! I was cleaning out the peanut butter pot. Yup, that's ramen with a rock right there. Alright, so the kitchen smells like burning, so I know I'm doing something right. I'm gonna cut it here. Ugh. Alright, I have in front of me 5 rocks that I'm going to be putting in my mouth. One regular, messed with rock, the sopping wet, dripping red liquid Dr. Pepper rock. I'm excited for this one. Then, unfortunately, I have the burnt peanut butter rock. I'm scared of this one. I believe this one was the shrimp ramen rock. I'm also scared of this one. And finally, we have the spicy quesadilla rock. I'm excited for this one. Some cheese melted onto it, so that's a good sign. Let's start with our control rock to make sure I know what I'm getting myself into. No, rocks aren't supposed to be in your mouth. That tasted like dirt. Don't ask how I know what dirt tastes like. Let's just bon appetit the Dr. Pepper rock. I'm hoping this one really turns this experiment around. I'm eating these like how Markiplier eats Takis. Honestly, that was actually, it just tasted like, let me get a little swig of this. Yeah, that was just cherry Dr. Pepper. That was actually delightful. All right, so experiment a success. I can make rocks taste like cherry Dr. Pepper. I don't want to eat the peanut butter rock. The peanut butter rock is looking at me, and I'm looking at it, and it's looking at me, and there's big soured eyes like, why did you do this to me, father? And I'm like, I'm not even your father. You know this. I don't look anything like you. You're a rock. I'm a man. A big, burly, muscular man. You're a pebble. A pebble I pulled from my driveway, and I'm going to put you in my mouth now. You know, maybe we don't judge a book by its cover, you know, maybe. All right. Oh, wait. Judge the book. The book, not a good book. You look at the cover, you tell it's not a good book. Thank the Lord above for Dr. Pepper. I would not be the man I am today without you. Oh, God. All right, shrimp ramen rock that's been microwaved for 2 minutes. Still warm. All right. All right, I can taste the shrimp. It did, the instructions of the ramen came with, it said to apply the chili sauce after the microwaving process. Ugh. Oh, it's chunky. Chili sauce applied. Let's dink it and sink it. That just completely 180'd the experience. That is actually delectable. I understand why the kids at the playground are putting rocks in their mouth. More! 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 Put it in my belly! I don't think I can... Rock help digest. Put it in my belly! Ramen, shrimp, rock. I'd call that one a success. That's a good rock. I put that in my mouth. I put that in my mouth 3 times. That's how good it is. So far, that Michelin Star chef can eat his flippin' heart out. Quesadilla rock. Final rock. Yeah, that's just a rock, not just a boulder. Ugh. It's a rock. I'm so happy it's my brother's night to do the dishes tonight. So what valuable lesson have we learned today? I'd say an important one is to not take your food advice from a tire company for starters. But also a lesson I learned is, I just don't care. You see, the world of creating is a chaotic space. No idea is truly one's own. We take inspiration from all kinds of people, places, and things around us. Hell, a good portion of my actual photography I love doing now is inspired by this guy named Schlandman. I do not care what this Michelin Star chef makes, whether it was a Seb Dehydrated Water original idea in quotation marks or not. I get to brag to people I had a culinary idea so good it was borrowed by a professional chef. I learned that by lying myself into a hole to cover up my true video creating passions, I found another deep love for another passion. By golly, do I love photography now. I've learned to be more accepting of myself and my hobbies. Not that I go around bragging about my subscriber count to people I meet at bars or anything, but by not burying a huge part of who I am as a person. I am dehydrated water, and fortunately to those around me, I really like making YouTube videos. But one last lesson I can truly walk away from this is that I am not supposed to boil peanut butter in a pot. That was disgusting.